Welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about cutting your loss short as a trader, right? So what does that mean, cut your loss short? Didn't you put a stop loss? Because if you put your stop loss, then we shouldn't be talking about cutting your loss short. But then that's by the way, because you can still put a stop loss and also cut your loss short. And you know how? Is the fact that you seeing that no, price will definitely get to my stop loss because I am wrong, or rather I've realized that I made a bad entry, but I can't wait for price to get to my stop loss, so that brings cutting your loss short in, so you can actually save yourself the stress of waiting for price to get to that your stop loss to take out that amount, so you can help yourself and minimize the cost of your loss, which means you are still in with more profit, or rather you still have more money, right? And when you say cut your loss short, this is something that you have influence over. A lot of times we traders, we don't want to cut our loss short because we are hoping the market will retrace back to our entry price. And most of the times, trust me, when your intuition tells you to go out of that trade, no, cut your loss short, most of the times if you don't cut your loss short, it will hit your SL or blow your account if you don't put a stop loss. So let me give you an instance, or like an example, and also an experience that happened to me recently, just yesterday, right? I was in the market. I realized I got into the market wrong, like my analysis was wrong, but my stop loss was far. I could not, or rather I didn't want to wait for the market to get to my stop loss, so I had to cut my loss short, waited for that retracement, and lo and behold, even when I cut my loss short, I was starting to feel some type of way. The market is going to retrace back to my entry. Oh no, why did I cut my loss short? Lo and behold, the market went back to that my SL. Now what helped me was the fact that I realized that I was wrong. Definitely you are wrong. Don't even hope. Let me tell you, when you are trading and you are having hope, like you started hoping, you hope the market retraces back to your entry, no trader should be a hope. That's a very, I'm not saying, like, hope is not what traders, real professional profitable traders, deal with. You should not hope. There is no hope here. Act. Don't hope for the market to, when you know you can actually cut your loss short. That brings me to your cycle of influence, right? Now I want to talk about cycle of influence. Most of the time, hoping is you concerned about what you don't have influence over. Yeah, you are hoping the market will go back to your entry because you don't have influence over the market. You cannot control the market. You can only control yourself. So when it comes to trading, right, and cutting your loss short, by cutting your loss short, you are influencing, you are controlling what you can influence. So there are other things that you can control the influence: your entry price, your exit price, your take profit, your stop loss, cutting your loss short. These are things that you should focus more on. Then your emotions: fear, greed, impatience, confidence. These are emotions that you have control over. These are things you have influence over. So the order of the day is that most traders will now be focused on things that they cannot control, or rather concerned about where is the market going to. Oh no, I hope the market retraces. What is the market going to do next? You are bothered about what you don't have control over, and that will weigh you down. Rather, instead of thinking of where the market is going next, what the market is doing, or what's going to happen, focus on how you are feeling at that moment. Is your risk management on point? Like, am I ready to lose this money, or am I even in this trade? Should I take out my profit now? Should I put my stop loss, cut my loss short? Now, these are things that you should focus on. Focus on things that you have influence over, rather than focused on things you are concerned about things you have no influence over. If not, it will weigh you down. The hope is one of them. So when you hope that the market will retrace back to your entry, instead of cutting your loss short, you are in for the biggest shock. Most of the times, the market will definitely go and hit your stop loss. So you should have actually cut your loss short when you had the opportunity to, instead of blowing your account. Save yourself money. A lot of traders have blown their accounts by not cutting their loss short, and it's not like they don't know, but they were having hope that the market will retrace. The market is not your father. The market is not your birthplace. The market does what it wants to do, and it's not in your position to be concerned about what the market is doing. It's in your position to position yourself well and be concerned about how you feel and things you can control, which is your stop loss, your take profit, your entry price. These are things you have influence over. Nobody will tell you not to exit the market, whether you are in profit or you are in loss. Nobody will tell you when to enter, or like enter at this moment. You can enter at any time. So you see that you have control over these emotions. Nobody will tell you how to feel. Even if the market makes you feel some type of way, the market is not telling you to feel that way. It's your choice. You have influence over how you feel. So as traders, all I'm trying to say is that you should focus on your cycle of influence, not your circle of concern, right? Most of your focus should be around or on your circle of influence. It will help you so much. So me, just yesterday I cut my loss short, and honestly I just felt good after some while. Yeah, initially you feel some type of way, like no, you are too early, the market would have retraced back to your entry, why did you cut your loss short, you should have let it. But I'll tell you for a fact, if you don't cut your loss short, you might actually regret. And like I said, there are two types of pain of regret and pain of discipline. You just have to choose one. So be wise. Wisdom, that's what I'm passing. Yeah.